Hey everybody and welcome back to Inside Gaming. We made it to another weekend. Hope all of you are doing well, but in today's video, we're going to talk about Cooking Mama. Now, Cooking Mama is a cute little franchise that puts together a series of timing and motion-based minigames that simulates cooking, sort of, and it's been a fairly popular series since its debut in 2006. So you may be wondering, why the heck is Inside Gaming talking about Cooking Mama? The series is so sweet and innocent, and that's precisely it. Mama is sweet and innocent. But something has gone awry. Mama's newest game has gone missing, and there's been a lot of rumors surrounding what exactly happened to Cooking Mama Cookstar. So it's your friendly Inside Gaming detectives on the case to compile all that information and find out just what happened to Mama. Let's go back a bit first and really get to know Mama a bit more. As we mentioned, Cooking Mama as a series started back in 2006 on the Nintendo DS. It was developed by Office Create and published by 3 different companies for worldwide releases: Taito in Japan, Majesco in North America, and 505 Games in the EU. By 2009, the series had sold over 4 million units across multiple releases, which caused Office Create to double down and change their entire company's name to Cooking Mama Limited. You could say that everyone loved Mama. By 2017, Mama had a whopping 13 games to her name, including 8 cooking games, 2 gardening games, a camping game, a babysitting game, and a crafting game. And as of now, the series has sold over 12 million units in its entirety. Not too shabby for Mama if I do say so myself.
Wow! Even better than Mama!
But with Cooking Mama Limited wrapped up in keeping their newest game, a mobile app called Cooking Mama Let's Cook, up to date and providing players with new content, the IP went somewhat dormant. That was until First Playable Productions announced that they'd be taking on the task of developing a brand new Cooking Mama game for the Switch and the PS4 back in 2019. And they planned for the game's release in 2020. First Playable Productions being known for such memorable titles as Disney Snaps, Ben 10 Alien Experience, Big Hero 6 Battle in the Bay, The Hidden, Puzzle Quest, and of course, Club Penguin Elite Penguin Force. Cooking Mama Cookstar was planned to have new recipes, implement the Switch's motion controls, add in multiplayer and co-op, a challenge mode, the ability to share your creations on social media, and an entirely new vegetarian mode. The game was slated to come out on March 31st of this year, and it did quietly get released. And then it unreleased itself. And things got even quieter. Yes, just a few short hours after it launched in the EU and US Nintendo eShop, the game just suddenly vanished without a trace. No shift to a coming soon page, no announcements, actually no page for the game at all. Cooking Mama Cookstar was completely scrubbed from digital storefronts entirely, and gamers had no idea why. So for those few people who were able to purchase the game before it was unceremoniously taken down, or who braved the outside world to claim a physical copy of it, began to show off what they could of the game so that others may enjoy or possibly find a reason as to why the game had been taken down. But they really couldn't find anything that could point toward any solid reason. No big bugs or glitches, no hidden meat in the vegetable section, no Rule 34 images hidden in the files.
Wow! Mama's impressed!
Nothing. At least, not at first. But we'll get there. However, those with the physical box of the game did notice that First Playable Productions wasn't listed anywhere, and only Planet Entertainment's name was on the case. Kind of odd that we'd only see the publisher's name on the box and the developer would be completely absent. It's happened before, but it's not exactly common. Planet Entertainment, by the way, known for publishing amazing games like Crazy Mini Golf Arcade, Party Arcade, Junior League Sports, and Bass Pro Shops' The Strike Championship Edition. Truly the cream of the crop. And while this was all incredibly odd, it was about to get even weirder. While fans were left in the dark for a few days about the why of Mama's sudden disappearance and rampant theorizing around the many possibilities as to the cause of this began to swarm, a rumor suddenly cropped up that Cooking Mama Cookstar was actually a cryptocurrency mining system. Mama, no! You're a good enough chef. You don't need to mine Bitcoin. I know times are tough, but we can make it through this together.
It's okay. Come on, you can do it.
This crypto mining rumor spread because of Twitter user Morsham's post featuring a screenshot from their Discord channel. The screenshot has user Uh-oh-bro saying, quote, "This is urgent. Apparently if you own Cooking Mama Cookstar, uninstall that immediately. It's using your system to mine cryptocurrency and potentially handing your personal info as well." They credited another user, Cybershroom, for the heads up. This was followed up by a breakdown saying that, quote, "The company that published it is owned by the surviving Koch brother. The actual owners of Cooking Mama don't know about it, the press release describes it as having blockchain-based DRM and more. This whole thing is actually a practice known as cryptojacking, and to quickly break it down, it essentially hides code in what otherwise looks like a friendly-looking app, game, program, what have you, and uses whatever machine you've installed it on to secretly mine for digital currency for whomever is the owner of that program. And yes, by installing this malicious code onto your device, it can cause problems or even brick your machine after a certain time. Not to mention, you and your tech are basically being used to make someone else a ton of money as your computer or console slowly withers away. Amidst all this, a surge of players getting system and game crashes, having their consoles overheat, and a ton of other issues were caused by Mama going rogue. But is that actually what happened here? Has Mama gone from chef to hacker seemingly overnight? Well, according to one of the developers, no, not at all. After running the original story of Mama being a dirty thief, Screen Rant was contacted by one of the devs, who remained anonymous for probably a variety of reasons. And this dev wanted to clear the air and hopefully bring back Mama's good name. The dev said, quote, "The statement about cryptocurrency was all buzzwords. The head of Planet Entertainment knows very little about these things. He just put some fancy language to get potential investors who like that stuff. As for the crashes/overheating, that would be because the game is made in Unity, by many people working on their first game. It's not the best product, but it made it through several vigorous reviews by Nintendo and Sony. There is no way crypto mining stuff would get through those tests. I doubt anyone at 1P would even be able to make such a thing." So, okay, that does actually make a lot of sense. An inexperienced team working on their first game is bound to have some issues, though it is a little curious that it took a while for any of them to start to surface. Still, it's very believable. This is all backed up by a series of tweets from the official First Playable Productions Twitter account in reply to various users just looking for answers. In response to one player who brought up the issue of overheating and battery drain, First Playable said, quote, "Those are all rumors. The game is fine. We've been playing it for months. The team just got our retail copies and they work as expected. There's no technical issues with the game, and although we are not directly involved with the eShop issue, we are hoping it will get sorted out soon." And in response to industry journalist Ryan Brown, who asked for a direct answer about the crypto mining conspiracy, they said, quote, "As the developers, we can say with certainty there is no cryptocurrency or data collection or blockchain or anything else shady in the code. The Nintendo Switch is a very safe platform, with none of the data and privacy issues associated with some mobile and PC games." But then why did Mama disappear if she wasn't a dirty thief? Was there something even more evil behind the game's removal from digital storefronts? Sort of, actually. The developer went on to say that, quote, "There's a legal battle between the publisher, Planet Entertainment, and the IP holder, Office Create. Planet Entertainment released the game against a request by Office Create to keep polishing the game, or perhaps even canceling it. There were seemingly ongoing fights between the IP holder and publisher from the beginning of development, with the anonymous dev calling that particular behavior being pretty standard. Specifically, they said, quote, "At one point, the Japanese Office Create clients came to oversee development. An argument started and the clients were told to go home if they weren't being constructive. Once they found out that Planet Entertainment released the game, they used their Nintendo contacts to pull it from the eShop and stop production of cartridges. When asked if the development team were fully aware of any of these goings-on during the process of making Cooking Mama Cookstar and when or if the game would ever be even released, they said, quote, "We were told the game was coming out in March. That's all anyone knew." The boss at 1P, Toby, keeps that kind of thing to herself mostly, stating she doesn't want to stress us with the details. Advertising was blocked by Office Create too. There were YouTube ads, websites, and even TikTok ads that never came out. And as of now, according to this anonymous dev, Planet Entertainment is currently in the process of suing Office Create for damages. And we may never actually see Cooking Mama Cookstar get a proper release because of this. Ultimately, it's sad for gamers and the First Playable Productions team. This was obviously one of their first big titles, and Cooking Mama fans have been waiting for a new, proper console release for quite some time. The final note from the dev adds a bit more of a heartfelt message to all this, saying, quote, "Overall, everyone at 1P loves the Cooking Mama franchise and did their best to make the best product considering the interferences from the higher-ups. I think the game is far from perfect, but would have done fine without the publishers stumbling so constantly." A quick sidebar here. According to Twitter user Other M, another person called Biximic discovered that this rookie team of developers actually used direct YouTube rips of audio tracks for the game. So just further proves that this game was kind of a mess from the start. So that's the story. Just another publisher gone rogue, an underprepared rookie development team, and an IP holder trying to keep quality assurance at the forefront. And it all leads us to a world in which we can't cook with Mama. At least for now. Thanks for watching Inside Gaming, and we'll see you next time.
Don't worry, there's always next time.
Simulation games have always seemed like a niche hobbyist genre to me, but they're actually much more important to modern gaming than we give them credit for.
Oh?
Yes.
Interesting, yeah. Microsoft Flight Simulator footage was leaked, uploaded, and taken down all in less time than it takes to complete a truck delivery from Dover to Brussels.
I don't know if that's true. I've been playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2 lately, which we will get